Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IRB InvIT call hosted by the company for discussing the audited financial results for the quarter and year ended March 2023. We have with us on the call today Mr. Vinod K. Menon, Mr. Anil Yadav, Mr. Rishabh Gandhi, and Ms. Swapna Vengurlekar from IRB InvIT team. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and after the opening remarks by the management, there will be a question and answer session. Please note that the duration of the call would be 45 minutes, and any queries left unanswered after the call can be subsequently mailed to the management for adequate response and resolution. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now request Mr. Menon to give you an overview of the significant development during the quarter. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon to all. I would like to welcome all the investors and the analysts on the call. Hope you have reviewed our detailed numbers as well as the presentation. So we are distributing rupees 2 per unit for the quarter, taking the overall distribution for the year ending 31st March 2023 to rupees 8.05 per unit. During the quarter ended March 23, we have observed robust traffic growth across all our projects. As compared to the corresponding quarter of the previous year, we have observed 16% growth in the toll revenue on a like-to-like basis, that is excluding Bharuch Surat, Surat Dahisar and Pathankot Amritsar project. On annual basis, the toll collection has increased 26%, reflecting the robust traffic growth across the portfolio. During the year, the trust has added one HAM asset, that is the Vadodara Kim HAM asset, to the portfolio. The Vadodara Kim HAM asset has recently received the second annuity payment from NHAI along with the O&M payment. The net debt to value of assets of the trust is at 0.3:1, providing sufficient debt capacity for acquiring new assets. And the trust continues to have AAA credit rating from two of the rating agencies, that is CARE and the India Ratings. I would now request Mr. Rishabh Gandhi to take you through the financial performance for the quarter and the year. Over to you, Rishabh.
Thank you, sir. The total consolidated income for the year ended March 23 stood at rupees 1039 crore from rupees 1400 crores for the year ended March 22. This is primarily due to handing over of two of the projects to NHAI on completion of their respective concessions and excluding the revenue from arbitration award which has been appropriated to the EPC contractor. The consolidated toll revenue for the year ended March 23 stood at rupees 903 crores from rupees 1290 crores for the year ended March 22. EBITDA for the year ended March 23 stood at rupees 828 crores from rupees 1159 crores for the year ended March 22. Interest cost, including the interest on premium deferment and interest on the recently acquired Vadodara Kim HAM asset for the year ended March 23 stood at rupees 193 crores from rupees 142 crores for the year ended March 22. Depreciation for the current year reduced to rupees 261 crores from rupees 681 crores for the previous year. The profit after tax for the year ended March 23 increased to rupees 370 crores from rupees 303 crores for the previous year. I would now request the moderator to open the session for Q&A.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. And so first question is, what is the guidance for dividend for distribution for FY24? And can you broadly take us through the workings?
For FY24, our endeavor will be to pay at least 8 rupees for entire full financial year.
Understood, sir. As how has been the traffic growth in the month of April, and what are the tariff hike for all the roads you have taken?
Tariff hike was close to 5%, and traffic growth, we will be sharing the numbers shortly within a day or two, and post that we can discuss the same.
Understood. Lastly, sir, can you please let us know the major maintenance expenses if you are likely to incur in FY24 and FY25 for the entire portfolio?
I think for FY24 there is no significant major maintenance, and in FY25 as well. But we will share the details, whatever the major maintenance for FY24 and 25 shortly.
Understood, sir. Thank you and all the best, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohit. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Satinder Singh from Eon Infotech Limited. Please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon and congratulations for a stable set of numbers. So, Mr. Menon, first question is regarding these two projects. One is Talegaon Amravati. It seems that in the last 2 months, that is February 23 and March 23, our traffic is below 90% compared to the same months of the previous year. So any compensation claim that we are filing, we believe that is due to the metro works going on in Nagpur. So any compensation claim that we are filing, and how long more is this challenge expected to continue?
Sir, with respect to Talegaon Amravati, as you rightly mentioned, still the revenue is 90% of the last year. And if the revenue falls below 90%, then only we can file the compensation. And we will explore that if we can file some claim on the same. But this is the concession agreement which talks about that if revenue falls below 90% for continuous period of 7 days, then we can file the claim.
So our understanding is based on the data already provided, our March 23 revenue was about 4% lower than previous year. So accounting for the 10.15% increase that we had in tariff, so the traffic should actually be down 15% already in March 23.
Sir, it's they take annual average. And as I mentioned that we are exploring all the possibility if the claim can be filed. And when it will trigger, we will definitely file the claim for the same.
Yeah, right, sir. Okay. Second is, how long is this expected to continue the works there in Nagpur?
I think, sir, it will take another 6 to 9 months kind of period of time.
Okay, right. And regarding Jaipur Deoli, again, while Jaipur Deoli has had a great full year, it does seem that in the months of February and March there has been softness, especially on the MAV side. So as a result of which, net of the tariff increase annual, there seems to be a fall in the normalized disinflated tariff collection, primarily because of MAV. Traffic reduction. Any views on that, sir?
I think, sir, if you observe that LCV count has increased from 37 to 74,000 counts, and we have seen a reduction in the MAV count. So probably the goods which were moving on the MAV has shifted to LCV. This is what it appears from the data. And LCV charges are lower as compared to MAV. So that is the one of the prominent reason for the lower number.
Okay, sir. And latest update on the TC settlement, sir, the Tumkur-Chitradurga settlement and the Pathankot-Amritsar arbitration for both the farmer protests. What is the latest on that, sir?
Yeah, in Tumkur-Chitradurga, actually the interim award is out, as you know. That the escrow account is operating as per the water flow mechanism, and all the expenses are being taken out from the escrow account and being paid as per the waterfall mechanism. So there is no hassle in the escrow mechanism as far as Tumkur-Chitradurga is concerned. The arbitration is continuing, and the witness examination will be on in a couple of weeks from now. And in Amritsar Pathankot, 30 crores out of 100 odd crores has been paid by NHAI, and the balance is being fought out in arbitration along with the 1 month of further farmers' protest in the month of December to January. So both of these have been clubbed together, and the arbitration tribunal is formed, and our statement of claim has been submitted. So the pleadings is on. We are expecting NHAI to submit their response within another, say, 1 month.
Thank you. That's quite clear. I got a couple of other questions. I'll come back later in the queue. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Just to update on the earlier question regarding the maintenance cost. So the O&M cost for FY24 will be close to 100 crore, and for FY25 will be close to 180 crore.
This is including the major maintenance. For FY24, there is hardly any major maintenance, and for FY25, it is close to 80 crore rupees.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rajan Kapadia, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
What is our current interest rate effectively, and what was last year?
The current average cost of debt is 8.5%. And in case of the HAM asset, we are receiving the interest from NHI at 9.75%, which is bank rate plus 3%.
And as far as my understanding is clear, in some year when we have major maintenance, we are actually providing some buffers in another year, so we don't have that issue later on. Am I correct?
From accounting perspective, we have created provision for major maintenance for the actual major maintenance to be incurred in subsequent years. Yes.
Mr. Kapadia, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Saurabh Chatri, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. One question and then two small questions. Basically, for Pathankot Amritsar as well, we see flat growth year on year in terms of month of March.
This is the operator. We are not able to hear you.
Can you
Hello,
repeat the question?
Please repeat your question. There was an audio loss from your line.
Okay, sure. Sorry, I'm saying, I was asking for Pathankot Amritsar. Also, we are seeing a flat growth. If we consider the month of March, even after toll collection revision, right? I mean, even the toll prices got revised, it is like, it is flat. So that means that the traffic has lowered definitely by 10%. So any view on it, or like similar to Talegaon?
On Amritsar Pathankot, even we have discussed the last quarter also, because of mining traffic is bit lower because of some securities increase in those particular area by the BSF, and that has led closure of some of the mines which were close to the border, and that has led some lower traffic. So there is no specific, but this is the having impact on mining traffic.
And the rates have been revised only in April.
Right. Okay. Got it. My second question, and I think I missed it because the first person also had asked this. What is the guidance for TPU for next year, or now this financial year?
Our endeavor is to pay minimum 8 rupees for next financial year.
Okay, including, even though we will have additional of HAM asset, a DPU coming in, it will be 8 rupees.
As of now, we are only guiding for 8 rupees. As the toll collection will progress, we will, if the collection is higher, then definitely we can increase. But as of now, we are guiding on a conservative side.
Okay, got it. And any sort of visibility on additional assets being added? Because I understand, like in last call, there were discussions around a couple of additional HAM projects being added. So anything on that?
I think we are continuously evaluating HAM assets or even BOT assets where the asset is quite matured, which can provide a kind of at least break even from the date of acquisition. For HAM assets, we have given some non-binding offers in few assets, but because we are competing with the funds, and funds are having cost of capital is lower as compared to us, and that has led kind of we have not been able to get any project. And going forward, our endeavor is we will be continuously bidding for the project wherever the third party assets are available. And I think we will have an opportunity to bag few projects in the coming year.
Okay, got it. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Padmavati Dhondle, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
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 Yes, I think my question was very similar to the previous one. Like my family has invested quite some amount, and I'd like to congratulate you on the cash flows that you've been giving out. I think I speak for the retail investors, and we think that the cash flows that we are getting when we invest in such a project in the month, quarterly payout. But can we get an idea as to when we can see, something like what you paid out in the first, second, and third years maybe? Is there any timeline you have kept to, acquire these assets and increase the cash flows?
Sir, as I have explained that our endeavor is to basically add the asset. We have roughly 3,600 kind of debt capacity available. It means that we can acquire the additional asset with the debt only. But because of the competition in the acquisition market, so far we are not able to get any third party asset. Further, our 5 projects are toll asset, and which has around 5% kind of traffic and around 5% kind of tariff growth. Considering that kind of growth, the existing project itself will grow, and the payout year after year should increase. So even if we continue with the existing portfolio, the payout is going to increase, though our endeavor is to add more and more assets.
Sure. Thank you very much. That answers my question.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Tanvir Sore, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. So actually last year you had given a proper calculation as to how you are getting this 8 per unit. And this time around also, I think from one of your documents, it said likely projected revenue for the year was around 987 crores. So that, like, if you divide that by say 12, that is around 82 crores every month. So is this something that, I mean, are these numbers something that would work for us the way it is going right now?
So I think monthly collection, we can share the monthly collection. What we are sharing the monthly collection on a monthly basis, and the numbers are more or less in line with what we have projected. And going forward, these numbers will improve, as I mentioned in the earlier reply, that with respect to the traffic growth and the tariff revision, which happens every year.
Okay, so so on a quarterly basis, like last year it was 200 crores. Can we say we would be doing around 250 crores on a quarterly basis?
Basically, I can share whatever the number we have reported. Last quarter we have reported around 228 crores of revenue, and last quarter was 92 days. And this quarter we have also we had a similar revenue, in spite of the number of days are only 90. So in fact, with a trailing quarter, if you compare, there is an improvement of almost 2%, and further 5% improvement we can in the tariff from 1st of April. So if we assume 10% kind of growth, definitely the number which you have shared, we can achieve that number.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sunil Rangaya, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening. So my question is regarding, recently I think your private InvIT also got listed on the NSE. And, given that you are already saying there is hefty competition for the assets, and given now that the sponsor has two InvITs, one is a public and one is private, and probably there are other road InvITs, and I think there are more than like 3-4 more road InvITs. And there is Bharat Highway InvIT that is planning one more IPO in the coming days. So given this scenario, my first question is there any, I'm pretty sure both the trusts are managed professionally and pretty good, but is there any conflict of interest for the sponsor here having two InvITs? And the other thing is that given that new InvITs are coming up, especially in road assets, do you think it's going to be even tougher to add more assets, or because in the last 1 year, even though the market has stabilized and COVID impact is almost over, we are still in the situation where we could only add a small stretch of HAM asset. That's all. That's the only question. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your question. So I will go point-wise. First, with regard to the conflict of interest, whether there is any conflict of interest between two InvIT. We have basically both the InvIT have different object. A private InvIT was formed with an object to take under development asset, and based on the SEBI criteria, public InvIT cannot take the under development asset. In fact, if you look at whatever the assets private InvIT has added, those were the under development asset. And public InvIT will take a mature asset and it will try to ensure that the payout of the unit holder is not reducing on the addition of the asset. And that is even the intent of the unit holder also. So both the InvIT have different credentials and different appetite. So there is no competition between two InvIT. Now coming to the various InvIT which are in pipeline and under formation. Typically, if you look at the various InvIT which are under formation, those will take the project from the sponsor to begin with. those are not posing a kind of threat or challenge as of now. Third, with respect to, if you look at the opportunity available for the InvIT, as you mentioned that there are two or three InvITs are already there and couple of in line. Even if I take a 5 or 7 InvITs to be getting listed within a year or so, but still there are around 30 to 40 HAM assets are getting constructed every year in the country. And those HAM assets, there the player has clearly stated that upon the completion of the HAM asset, those assets will be looking to sell those assets. And InvIT will be the best suited buyer for those assets because that has some tax advantage as provided by the income tax law. Considering that there will be enough opportunity for all the InvIT, though the space looks little crowded as of now, but going forward as more and more HAM asset will getting completed, I think there will be enough opportunity for everyone.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Bharat Jain from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello. Yes, thank you for the opportunity. Just one question from my side. What would be the premium payment for the Tumkur project for FY24 and 25?
Thanks, Bharat. Bharat, for FY24, the contracted obligation for premium of Tumkur is 184 crore, and for 25 it will be close to 225 to 240 crore rupees.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nikhil Abhyankar from DAM Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Sorry if I did not hear this question earlier, but what is the total premium outstanding payment to the NHAI?
Total premium for till the end of the concession will be
Hello.
We have talked about premium for FY24 close to 185 crore rupees, and FY25 around 225 to 240 crore rupees, and total premium till end of concession. I think Tumkur has still a concession of more than 20 years. The entire premium payable, including the deferred premium, will be 5,500 crores.
5,500. Okay, sir. Understood. And sir, just for conceptual clarity, I wanted to understand for the NDR project, our concession period will end in Jan 27 and the loan repayment will end in FY26 itself. So, about figure will get the toll collection for the 10 months completely. So, will you distribute all this cash flow or will you be utilizing it for asset purchases?
As of now, plan is to basically distribute to the unit holder. But at that time, if it is more liquidity opportunity is there, then definitely we can try to add the asset with this amount. Subject to that, if IRR of that particular asset is higher than the IRR which currently trust is providing. So on current price, the trust IRR will be around 16 to 18%. And if we are acquiring a project which has equity IRR more than 18%, then definitely we can use that money, or else we will distribute to the unit holder.
Understood, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks, Nikhil.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Satinder Singh from Yon Infotech Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the follow-up. What is the amount of cash retained at the trust as of 31st March 23?
The total cash will be around 225 crore. Out of that, 55 crores is the DSRA amount, and 30 crores is retained to create a DSRA for VK1 project. and the balance out of the balance, roughly 116 crores will be used for payment to the unit holder. So then trust will have a net balance of around 20 crores.
Okay. The 55 crores is for what, sir? You said what is?
The trust has a debt of 1,500 crores at trust level. So there is a DSRA requirement for that particular loan.
Okay. Okay. And 30 crore is the 30 crore payout is?
So 30 crores is retained for DSRA of VK1 HAM asset.
Okay. VK1. Okay. And what is the amount of deferred premium for TC as of 31st March 23? So what is the deferred premium that we have availed so far as of 31st March?
So the outstanding deferred premium is close to 540 crores, including interest.
Okay. And this, we said that the loan average cost is about 8.5%. This 8.5% is on the total 2290 crores, both the VK1 loan and the loan before VK1?
That's correct.
Fine. And so VK1 was expected to generate about 20 to 25 crores of profit annually, so about 35 to 40 per annum. That's about 8 per quarter. When is it expected to start?
The audio is breaking from your line. Please use the handset mode.
Okay. Yeah, sir. So when can we expect some payouts from VK1 to start contributing? Because the distribution is weakened at 2 rupees, so we were expecting maybe about 8-10 paisa more from the VK1.
So VK1 will start contributing from FY24. So once the DSR is created, the surplus amount would be available for distribution.
So this year VK1 has contributed 10 to 15 paise per unit, and next year it will contribute roughly 40 to 50 paise per unit.
Okay, right, sir. And sir, are we fully covered on the O&M costs vis-a-vis the sponsor? Because generally the grapevine is that generally bidders have bid very aggressively on O&M for HAM projects. So is the InvIT covered for the entire tenor on the O&M costs vis-a-vis the sponsor?
Yes. So when we acquired this asset, we have got fixed price contract for the entire 15 years.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Okay, just one final small suggestion. Sir, it's great to listen in to the calls, and normally InvIT declares results on one day, typically a Friday, and you have a call on Monday. That greatly helps us go through your presentation and other data, and kind of it'll be great if that can be carried. That initiative can be carried, okay? Because I think that's very helpful.
Definitely, sir. We will try to keep result on Friday and call on Monday, so that you get sufficient time to basically read and understand the result.
Yeah. Thanks. Very helpful, and all the best to you.
And sir, even if you have any further query, we can arrange a call with you while going through the result. If you have any additional query, we can arrange a call with you.
We know that, sir. I personally tried to contact you in the past, and you've been very responsive. Your team has been very responsive. Thank you for that, and thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So my question is on the day prepayment. How much is the day prepayment scheduled for FY24 and FY25? And the second question is there any proposal to refinance and reschedule the entire debt which we have?
So I think, Mohit, as of now, payment is close to 110 to 120 crores for FY24 and similar for FY25 also. As of now, we are not looking for refinancing. We feel that this is the peak of the interest cycle. Once the interest starts reducing, at that time, I think that will be the appropriate time to refinance the debt.
Understood, sir. Thank you, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohit.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rajiv Malhotra, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I think the questions are answered so well that nothing has been left for me to ask as of now. Thank you so much for the question.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vinod K. Menon for closing comments. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Yeah, thanks to all the investors and analysts on today's call. Hope to see you all soon. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your conference for today. We thank you for your participation and for using Research Bytes conferencing services. You may please disconnect your lines now. Thank you, and have a great evening.